Hi, I'm here in La Rochelle, France with FIM missionary Jeremy Knickerbocker. Emily, his wife, and Leo are here as well, but it's dinner time, and this wasn't a good time for Leo to be in a video shoot, so we're talking to Jeremy today. La Rochelle is a beautiful city. Jeremy, we've loved being here with you. Tell us a little bit about how the Lord brought you and Emily to be missionaries in France, your background a little bit, and how you're connected to France.
Well, Emily and I are both missionary kids, different families, of course, and we were both born in France with one of our parents American and the other French. So we grew up here in France, both of us. She lived mostly in the States for 13 years, where she did her Bible school, high school, and everything. And I did all my my schooling in France, and but especially for me, being a missionary kid, I was always part of the ministry my parents had. So I was always into this ministry atmosphere, and I did 1 year of Bible college in the States, and through that year, Bible college, the Lord really placed on my heart that that's not my place in the States. My place is in France, because that I see that there's more things to do, and there's fewer and fewer hands here in France to be able to have a ministry and to preach the gospel to people.
One of many cities in France, La Rochelle, but it's very typical of other French cities as well. What's the spiritual climate, if you were to describe the average French person, maybe a 20-year-old man or a 20-year-old woman? What's their thoughts about spirituality? We know it's a country that has a tradition in Catholicism, but that's really not where people are today personally, is it?
No. Well, I think we can dissociate elder people and younger people. Elderly people would be mostly Catholic by tradition, not in life. And then as you go through them, people today, 40, 30, they'll be more like pretty much atheist, or they would say they're Protestant atheists. We have one of our ministers a couple years back who said publicly that he was a Protestant atheist, which makes totally sense. But I guess this is atmosphere, and today people are, I guess some people are open to learn new things, different religion. So some are searching, but we're here to bring them the truth.
And what are some of the ways you introduce the gospel to people that have no religious background, no Christian background? What are some of the strategies that you and the people at church are using to connect with people today?
Well, one of the things we've been working at is we started an English club. Well, first of all, you say English club, but in France, they speak French. So, and there's a lot of people have desire to learn English. So the goal of this English club was that believers and unbelievers get together, talk in English about different subject. And the goal is that we mix them together and invite them to church. And that's what happened. About 5-6 people from the English club were able to come to church a couple times. So, and when they came, I mean, they felt at home because they knew almost half of the people in church. So that was really good. And through that ministry, one of the girls that came to the English club came to church, and on the Christmas program, she got saved, and now got married with a believer. So it's really an encouragement to know that it's something that can work, and I believe that all methods are good, as long as you put Christ first. Well, one of the examples that I could give you, I'm going to give you a couple of examples. We did a distribution about offering a calendar, a Bible calendar, where you have a Bible verse and a meditation about God and Jesus and the gospel. So we did a distribution about offering it, and I met a lady in her yard, and I proposed her to give her a calendar, and she said, "What about?" And I said, "Well, it's about Christ and about the Bible. You have a Bible verse, and as soon as I said Bible or Jesus, she just almost got mad at me and walked away. And I guess there's a lot of people that are like that, and they don't know me, so it's a cult. So I'm not gonna talk to those type of people. So one of the thing we need to work, that I have seen through as a missionary kid ministry and as my adult ministry missionary, is that we need to know people, and if people know you, they're more open to be able to listen to you. I can give you a couple of examples that we have. Emily, my wife, she was able to share fully the gospel of Christ to one of our friends that we met, I think, 4 years ago. So last year she was able to present the gospel clearly, and it has been an ongoing process about speaking the gospel to them.
That's awesome. We're happy to have Jeremy and Emily as part of FIM, serving the Lord here in France. If you want to know more about their ministry and learn more about FIM, just contact us at fim.org.